Welcome in.
Welcome in. Christopher, right?
Yes, my
Pleasure.
Victor, nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good, thank you very much.
Glad to hear. So welcome, my name is Victor and this is my colleague Zhao. For the next minutes we will, during the interview, we will ask you a set of questions directly to the related job you are applying to, and you will try to answer the best of your capabilities. For this position we're looking for someone who bring a different spirit to the sales team and would be willing to flourish within the business. Throughout this job you will be carrying responsibilities of representing the company obviously, and cold calling can somewhat lead to stressful situations. So what caught you to this job?
So I recently quit my job at Tesco and I'm looking for a new experience now, and I was going to some LinkedIn advertisements and job offers, and then by coincidence I stumbled over one of your advertisements, and I think that the sales position that you guys have to offer will suit me very well.
As you stated, our job is directly related in sales. And what would you consider to be one of your strengths as a salesman?
As I mentioned previously, I have some experience. I worked for Tesco as a salesperson, and I would consider myself a very outgoing, open-minded person who can interact with different kinds of humans very well.
Interesting. So what would be your proudest achievement?
The proudest achievement is, I would say my resume in total, working as a salesman for the last couple of years, in different positions, in different companies, and I would say it's my expertise and my outgoing mindset.
As you mentioned about your resume, and you recently said that you worked at Tesco, from this experience, what can you bring back into this sales job and into our sales team specifically?
I think depending on how your team looks like already, that I would suit and fit very well into that position, since I'm easygoing. I think my co-workers will enjoy working around me, and hopefully I will make a good achievement as a salesperson in your position.
Interesting. And was there any particular case in Tesco where you had to convince a customer to sell something?
Yes, I would say like the biggest achievement or the biggest challenge that I overcome in the past was the Tesco was located right in an office area. So during peak hours at lunchtime, for example, it was quite difficult for me to handle hundreds and dozens of customers in a very short amount of time, and I think I overcame that challenge very, very well.
So when dealing with these stressful situations, and as you said, dealing with clients and everything, in this job, as mentioned before by Victor, it's cold calling most of the times. So in your case, when do you see yourself to stop pursuing a client?
I think there's always a limit to in how people will kind of behave. So if I see that someone is acting very rude in a way, then I would strongly advise that person to stop and staying composed, not being rude in return, and trying to deal with the situation as professional as possible.
Interesting. And as earlier mentioned, there will be probably a lot of customer objections when you're trying to sell the product. How would you overcome these objectives?
Looking at For You and reading through what the company has to offer in general, I think our service and the product that we are delivering speaks for itself. So I will use the products and services that For You has to offer in order to convince my clients.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming in and taking time out of your day to meet with us. you will receive a reply in the next couple of days.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions that you would like to ask us that we could possibly answer for you?
One question that I'd be interested in is can you explain and elaborate how the current team looks like and what I will have to expect in the future?
Yeah, sure. So we're quite a young company, both looking at when we were established, but also if you're looking at our team. So our age is between 20 and 25, and especially as the loan insurance agents are very young, and it's a very competitive environment because it's sales. However, our ground, like the value of the company, is having a nice climate, working environment, and being open, being nice and friendly, because we work as a team, we have the same goal, and we work together to reach those goals. So that's one of our key values within the company.
Very interesting. Sounds brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, Victor.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Christopher.